Hello, collective. Welcome and welcome back, you guys. I hope you're all doing well and staying out of trouble, okay? So that you can reach the highest level of achievement that is meant for you in your life, okay? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I hope these messages help you move forward. Anything you need to know is going to be below in the description box. You guys be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. All right, because we rolling off vibes. We rolling off steam and vibes. Ain't no gas in this motherfucking tank. We riding on fumes, okay? But them fumes is strong, like hairspray, or like the smell that comes from the flat iron when it's too hot. When that hair burning, you smell some fumes. But these fumes are strong, and we're gonna ride these bitches till the wheels fall off. So let's go, collective. Anything you need to know is going to be below. If you want to purchase any of my services, I'd be happy to service you, all right, in those ways that are listed on my website. Let's see what else. Anything about, like, readings, any of my social media, all that is in the LINKTREE, all right? I hope you guys just, have what you need, or at least get to that point in the near future. It's a lot going on. It really does help when you guys support the channel. So leave me a comment, engage with the content, you guys, and let's get into it. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for the collective watching this now or later, what is the most important message? Wake up! What is the most important message that the collective needs to know, Spirit? Overthinking, convoluting the facts, justifying staying together, stop obsessing, and act. So they telling you to stop overthinking. Stop dealing with people who overthink. Okay? Just do it. You too close. You need to back up. All right? Change, not willing to change, able to rise above conflict, better and brighter days. Well, what if this and what if that and what if this and what if that? Well, what if you shut the fuck up and just do it? Now, this could be what Spirit is telling you, but this could also be what you could be dealing with other people. And my whole thing, right? Because people come to me all the time and be like, oh, I'm tired. I'm tired of having faith. I'm tired of believing. Ain't nothing changing. Well, duh. Because if that's how you feel on some level, you don't actually believe in the magic around you or in the magic within you. So if you call it toxic positivity, or if you call it delusional optimism, or if you call it whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't care. If it helps me to survive and keep my motherfucking sanity, bitch, I'm finna do it. Because these motherfuckers out here is crazy. They're trying to kill us. They trying to take us all on to glory with Jesus. I'm not ready to see Jesus yet. If it's my time, cool. But ain't not one person on this earth gonna force me to go see Jesus and sit down and have fellowship with Jesus until it's my time. So if I gotta be yelling, if I gotta be cussing, if I gotta be positive, if I gotta go outside and literally touch a tree and hug it, and be in the grass doing snow angels and shit, that's what I'm finna do. And if you don't feel like you can do that, I understand. Sometimes it be hard, but come on and get on the train, bitch, for your ass get left, ho. Starting a family. Let's get into it. Some stuff gotta change. A change ain't gonna come, bitch. The change is here. So either you going to get with it or you going to get left behind. And I'm not going to be left behind. Because y'all don't want to deal with me if I get left behind. So I'm going to be positive. Shit. And I'm going to be grateful. And I'm going to stop listening to people who are always doom and gloom. I'm going to start being objective and pragmatic and practical and logical and magical. At the same time, I would do everything at the same damn time. On the phone, cook at the same damn time. Selling at the same damn time. Too bad at the same damn time. Okay, we're going to do all that. Even if sometimes you got to be a little cynical. Even if sometimes you got to be a little quote unquote negative. Whatever it is you got to do to get you there. Get there. Just don't break the law. I don't condone illegal activity or violence. Okay, this is entertainment purposes only. Please see the description box below for disclaimers. Thank you. Now, somebody around you does not want to change, because I feel like that was y'all's energy just came through very strong. Okay, that's for my people. Some of y'all ain't my people, but a lot of y'all is my people. Some of y'all new, but you still the people. Okay, somebody around y'all does not want to change. They are not willing to change. They're causing you to overthink about some new beginning that you're having in your life. You could be pregnant and you could have family members that are opposed to your choice to have a child. You could have family members around you who are opposed to you starting this business or going into this new career. You could have family members who are opposed to you maybe moving to a different country, city, state, or zip code. But there's somebody here who is not willing to change, and they're not able to rise above conflict, which is causing you to overthink, or they're convoluting the facts, causing you to convolute the facts, overthinking, and trying to justify why you shouldn't do whatever it is that's new that you want to do. And Spirit is saying, hey, they're trying to tell you that this change coming into your life is something positive, and that you will be able to rise above any conflicts that you may face. Like when you have a baby, you're never going to be completely 100%. You're never going to be completely 100% ready. I don't care if you 20, 30, 40, 50. And when you're 50 and you get pregnant, that's the crazy part. Cause you really ain't ready then. Cause you probably done already did that shit a couple times. Even if you didn't. It's a new situation then. You think having a teen pregnancy is bad? Try getting pregnant at 50. You get what I'm saying? I ain't experienced it yet because I ain't 50. But that's the type of shit that really scared me. Okay? Bitch, listen. So it really doesn't matter where you are on the spectrum. Some of y'all might be on the spectrum. Hey, boo. But it really doesn't matter who you are on the spectrum of life. At the end of the day, if you're being presented with change, you dragonfly energy, and you're not willing to make the change, but Spirit is saying, hey, this about to happen, whether you like it or not. Do you think it's going to help you to fight against it? Or do you think it's going to help you to embrace it? They're saying it's going to help you to embrace it. And whatever comes your way, they're going to give you what you need to have better and brighter days, to have a positive outcome, and to rise above any challenges or conflicts that you may face along the way. Don't try to convince. You need to check yourself too. Don't try to, and I'm going to tell you, listen, I'm tired of saying, oh, I'm not your mama, I'm not God, and all these things. Y'all know this shit. I'm not your mama. I can't tell you what to do, but I'm going to tell you that you need to make sure that your thoughts are your thoughts and your emotions are your emotions, and that you got them bitches in check. That's what you need to do. Okay, Snowflake. Don't justify staying in the fucked up situation just because you scared to see what's going to happen if you do something different. Stop overthinking. Stop being obsessive. Stop being in 5 different places at once in your mind to where you can't figure out what's reality and what's not, dodo bird. Let me stop. That probably hurt some of y'all's feelings. I don't apologize. Because sometimes folks need to get kicked in the keister to understand where they fucking up their own bag. Anyway, what else does the collective need to know? I probably lost subscribers and viewers. Emotional intelligence. Do you have it? Do I? Emotional sanity. Do you have it? Do I? Are we all crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puff dodo birds out here squawking and shit? Squawk! I know I'm not crazy. I may act very dramatic and theatrical, but I know I'm not crazy. And I know what I'm talking about. I don't know everything, but I know some stuff, okay? emotional intelligence. Okay. Oh, anger management. Private relationship. Okay, let's see what's going on. What's going on? Because this seems a little juicy. Let me get my juicy cards out. I just heard juicy fruit. Ain't that song where it's like do 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 do, and then they be like I don't know. I could be wrong, honey. I know of the song and I remember the tune a little bit, but somebody's got anger problems. You see how I came in on this reading? That's called channeling. Somebody's got anger management issues. They struggle with emotional intelligence. And there's something about a private relationship. What is this message? Ooh, look at that. The Emperor. Is somebody trying to control your life? Is this your family member? Your daddy? Your granddaddy? A motherfucker who want to be your daddy? A politician? A public leader? A public speaker? Who is this? Ooh, the Hierophant. Is this your pastor? Is this pastor? Did pastor just come through in the reading with an anger problem? This is a political figure or a public figure or somebody in a position of influence, leadership, or power who has been in their position for a long time. They're probably older. This could be an Aries or a Taurus, Libra. But whoever this person is, they're committed to their position. But I also feel like they're committed to staying in a position of power. I feel like this could even be like a principal at a school or someone who is like the dean or the principal of a school or an institution. Someone who runs a particular sector of government, or they run a particular sector of like the public somehow. Like this could be a CEO of a company, but I feel like it's like a pastor at a church, and the owner of a nonprofit, the dean or principal of a school. Who else could this be? This could be like the minister. I'm hearing the minister of finance. I don't know who the fuck that is or where they do business. Okay. But it's an authority. This could be the Pope. For some of y'all. I don't know who it is, but it's somebody who has a high ranking position. And I feel like they're trusted by the community, or they're trusted by their community, or they've been in their position for a long time. 7 of Wands. Ooh. People like, maybe it might be time for you to step down. Somebody might be too old to be in their position. They lack emotional intelligence, or they lack emotional control. Because I was just wilding out in the beginning of this reading. And if you don't understand how channeling works and how tarot works and how you should listen to these readings, and if you're too emotionally volatile or psychically vulnerable, and you sway whichever way the wind blows in every reading that you watch, because you're watching 20 a day, you might want to calm the fuck down. You might want to sit down. Because it's a little too much. Okay. I feel like also some of you guys are understanding what it takes to be a leader or a person who's in a position that I just like kind of just described. Because you're going to have a lot of people who come at you. Once you get in that position, then that's when all the complaining starts. Okay. What's the Emperor? Oh, wow. 7 of Swords and the Page of Swords, honey. Yeah. So Libra, Taurus, Aries, or Aquarius. Maybe even Gemini. Okay. Because there's 8 swords. Someone's been cutting corners. Someone cut corners to get into their position, or someone has tried to jug the system to get in their position. I feel like there's a person asking questions about someone's actions, their behavior. Like, is this within your authority to do XYZ? That type of stuff. Sagittarius and Aquarius with the Temperance and the Star card. So people are connecting the dots. People are putting 2 and 2 together to make 4. But they're realizing that when somebody put 2 and 2 together, originally it was making 7 or 5 or 8 or something crazy. The math ain't mathing. All right. I feel like you guys are in a position where you're figuring out what makes sense and what doesn't make sense for you individually, uniquely, authentically. Okay. You're putting 2 and 2 together. You connecting the dots. You could be blending one thing with another thing, mixing, doing science projects and experiments, trying to figure out what are the right questions. Not just any question. What are the right questions? What are, the correct lines of investigation or questioning that need to happen in a situation? And then it's like you're implementing a strategy that I feel like connects you in some way to a certain level of influence or affluence that's going to put you in a leadership role or a leadership position. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it too much. Don't dig and dissect too deeply into it or get too close to it. Just look at it from a higher perspective. Look at it from a bird's eye view and use the emotional intelligence that you have, because more than likely, the most likely answer or the most likely response or the most likely scenario is the correct one in the situation. I don't know what this is, but I feel like there is a person in your community that is being found out or discovered or questioned in relation to some type of sneaky behavior that people didn't know about. That could be very disappointing to some people, or someone is implementing a strategy that could disappoint people, but it puts you in a position of authority. I don't know what this is, child. I can't judge you because I don't know what this is about. I don't know what your spirit team led you to do. If your spirit team led you to kind of connect things together and do things and mix things together to bend the rules of a situation in order for you to unbind yourself from some type of obsessive, forceful control, I can't tell you that you're wrong. Because that's what your spirit team led you to do. That's why I tell y'all, use your own damn intuition. Don't be listening to folks online and treating their word as bond, as law, knowing that you might have a totally different group of people in your spirit team. You got to do what's right for you. I feel like there is some level of healing and learning that's happening in your life, either by you or by someone else around you, that's helping you to understand the way that something is going down, why it's going down that way, and what you need to do to move forward. I feel like you guys are starting to understand something and putting the pieces of the puzzle together. And it has something to do with research or asking questions or finding out information. Somebody could also be trying to find out information by piecing things together, little pieces here, little pieces there, and to create like the actual tapestry of what's going on in a situation, either with you or with someone else. And it exposes like the truth of who a person is meant to be, or the truth of who somebody really is, whether it's positive or negative. Okay. The 7 of Swords. So somebody in the past did something. I feel like somebody betrayed a person in the past that they were close to or that they were meant to protect. This could be children. It doesn't have to be. But there's some type of past disappointment or past quote unquote failure that led a person to act or react in a certain way that was a little bit more underhanded or a little bit more sneaky or a little bit more clever this time, so that they wouldn't walk into a situation that they were in before. And I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Okay. I'm indifferent. I don't give a fuck. Okay. At the end of the day, I'm just delivering the message. Now with the Knight of Wands, this is action that somebody took. Now, this Knight of Wands came up in a recent reading that I just did. I think future focused, where it said you are not the up. and spirit is confirming that in the near future, something like that. Somebody took some type of action that caused pain or caused some type of disappointment to children, to families, to mothers, to the mother of their child, to their own mother, to women. Whoever this is, I feel like this is the person with the anger problem. But they're leading from a place of pain. Somebody also has private connections or private relationships with people that protect them in a way. Like if somebody has an anger issue or a control freak issue, a manipulation issue, and they don't have emotional intelligence, or they can't control their emotions, the private connections or the hidden relationships that they have with people prevent them from getting in trouble for this. Kind of like that boy named Jesse or something like that, who's a rapist, who got off scot-free because the judge thought it'd be better for him to go to a rehabilitation center, but he is allegedly attacked. Actually, he admitted to it. He pled no contest. So I don't know if y'all heard about it. He must somewhere in Oklahoma or something. I don't know where he at, but the boy was 18 years old, and the dash cam or the police footage basically had his mama rubbing all on his back. What's going on with that? While they was arresting him, talking about, do you have to put him in handcuffs? Yes, bitch. Your son's a fucking rapist. You get what I'm saying? So it's like situations like that, but they got him out of jail, and they basically got him off scot-free on a charge that he could have served up to 77 years or some shit. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist, but the charges were high, and he got off scot-free because he got some connections in the place where he lived. That's what's going on. I don't think this is necessarily talking about starting a family. It could be, but it feels like it's mirroring more of an energy of like beginning a new Fool card energy, starting a new cycle, having a new experience or a new reality that's being set up. And it's because of a change that either needs to happen or that has been in the works for a long period of time, that someone is overthinking because they have some level of rationality and logical thought and emotional intelligence that prevents them from doing something that kind of may be against the grain, or that their upbringing may cause them to frown upon. Because with the Knight of Wands as well, the Queen of Pentacles, it's like Six of Cups. You may have cut corners in the past, or you may have found shortcuts or ways to kind of cheat the system, but it was legal. It wasn't illegal. I don't think it was legal, but it's like somebody may have chastised you or criticized you in the past for cutting corners or being able to find a quicker solution or a quicker result to a situation than what you were supposed to. Like, this could even be as simple as being in math class, and you were able to come to the answer of a math problem a different way than the strategy your teacher was telling you. But because your teacher has a lesson plan that they have to follow, and it requires for you to do it the way that the lesson plan dictates, they told you that your answer was wrong because you didn't follow the steps that they told you to follow, but your answer was correct because you got to the right answer. But you were penalized, or points were deducted from your scores because you did it your own way. And maybe that was happening in your upbringing with your parents. And, you know, there could have been like a sabotage in a way because of that, because it's like, oh, if you use a Swiffer wet jet to clean the walls or the baseboards instead of getting down on your hands and knees with a cloth and a bucket and some Fabuloso or whatever, bleach, you decide to use the Swiffer wet jet and just drag it across the baseboards, your grandma or your mama might not have liked that. Because they may have said, nah, you now get in there and get down in there and do it the way that we used to have to do it. And that's just not the way that you felt like you had to do it. So it's like, you may think that something is, you may feel that something innovative equals lying, cheating, stealing, but in reality, it's just an innovation. And your behavior or your position towards innovation or your position towards, doing things kind of a different way and bending the rules may be opposed or adverse because of the way you were raised and how, I'm disappointed in you for not doing the math equation the way we said, even though you got the right answer, So your mind could be brainwashed or tricked into thinking it's bad to do that type of stuff. Like you got to follow all the rules and you got to do all this stuff. It could be your religious upbringing with the Hierophant that we saw. It could be your father, your grandfather, whoever had an influential role in your life and influenced the way that you learned at a very young, formidable age, and saw that you had a mind that was expanded or different from all the other kids and tried to get you to fit in that box, has basically created the blueprint where you feel those innovative ideas or those creative ideas are something bad when they're actually something good. Right? It kind of feels that way. I also feel like the people who taught you this form of existing may have had a lot of anger problems behind the scenes in their private relationships, but on the surface, they look like this very trustworthy figure, right? It's like if the pastor beats his wife. You don't know the pastor beats his wife because he keeps up this image that he's this upstanding citizen in society, but really he at home knocking his wife upside the head all which way throughout the house. You get what I'm saying? Or you may have had a grandfather or a father who did this, someone who was very controlling, someone who was very domineering, and in their private relationships, people saw who they really were, but in public, they may have created this idea of this intelligence or emotional intelligence or knowing how to do things and having things all figured out, when in reality, because they were frustrated about the way that they've constricted themselves in their private relationships, everybody around them had to pay for it. Right. And the way this person taught you could have you in a very conflicted state of mind because you're trying to do the right thing. But you also feel like sometimes, you got to do some things that people may frown upon to get into a better position so that you can be more equipped to do the right thing. What's this Page of Swords? It's a lot going on in this reading. The Strength card, which talks about bravery, courage. The Lovers talks about choices. And then we have the World and the Death card. So Leo energy, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini as well, possibly. But Scorpio and Leo are strong because we just saw the Strength card and we have the Death card out here. We also saw the Lovers, which could be Gemini, could be, it could be Gemini, but hell, that's all I'm getting right now. Anyway, this is about ending of cycles. This is about changes. It's like you're observing this happen. You're observing, either you're observing someone's circumstances changing right before your eyes because of their past behavior and their past behavior was negative, or you're observing someone's reaction to the way the world is changing. And you could be very disappointed because you could have been a whole lot further along if you just didn't listen to this person in the past. Like the world is changing, right? There's a major cycle that's coming to an end, and people are starting to realize what this means, what this change is symbolizing, what it means for everyone's life. And you could be watching other people's reactions to this cycle ending and to this major change that's happening, right? This could either be like you changing, you evolving, situations in your life basically being transmuted into something different with the Temperance card that we saw earlier as well. This could be you developing into who it is you're meant to be, stepping into this position where I said now, everybody got a problem because now you in the position. You could be receiving, messages or observing other people's reaction to the way the world is changing or the way your life is changing. And it's causing you to look back on the past and be like, oh, so now that it's you and you're the one who's in this situation and you're the one who has a lack of control or a lack of power, now you ready to bend the rules. But when it came down to me wanting to bend the rules and do my math problem the way I wanted to do it, you had a problem with it. So now you get to be like that, but I couldn't be like that. And now it's like you're watching people's perspectives about life change right before your eyes. And it could, the sun. It could be a situation that, could be very, jarring. It feels. And I know the cards don't necessarily say that, but it's like now Spirit is trying to tell you that it's time to implement those strategies and blend together what you know and how you've been taught with your own individual unique way of looking at life and of handling situations, right? There are times where the foundational information that you learned growing up or the foundational information that people taught you growing up is going to become beneficial. But there are also times when you may need to bend the rules or you may need to find your own individual unique way of solving problems, and you can merge those different behaviors together to get the outcome that benefits you in whatever situation that you are faced with. Yeah, Lovers is at the bottom in the 4 of Cups. So this is about like choices, but in this Lovers card, it actually has pillars on the card, which symbolize cards that are similar to the High Priestess, traditional Hierophant, traditional High Priestess, traditional Justice card, right? So there's kind of like a portal here that you're in the midst of walking through or about to walk through, or you've already walked through it. There's a little bit of the energy that's kind of like invisible, kind of like unseen. You feel something that's there, but you can't necessarily see it or put your finger on it. And you have to make decisions with that kind of weird dynamic going on in the background. Okay. But there's this choice that you made that ended a cycle or that contributed to the ending of a cycle. It could be something that a lot of people made a choice in the same way that you did. And the collective energy of y'all making choices caused the major cycle to end and caused the transformation or the change that was going to happen from that cycle coming to an end to start the gears turning in motion. Okay. I feel like there's definitely been some action taken to cause a break or breakdown in some type of illusion. I feel like the 6 of Cups is like a picturesque scene or maybe even there was action taken or decisions that were made that caused like a breakdown in the innocence of a situation, causing you to look at someone from a different light, or some people maybe see you in a different light. I feel like a lot of y'all had to make a decision to take action in a way that protected the people who you love, but could have also disappointed people who like looked up to you. But it caused you to be able to have access to this position where you would have power in a situation to make change that needs to be made. And it's kind of hard, like I've come to a place, you guys, honestly, genuinely, where I can't judge anybody for their actions. I can't look at what this person did or what that person did and say, oh, they were wrong for that, because how the fuck do I know? You get what I'm saying? Like people will say, oh, like, for example, when Mariah Carey did that Sephora ad, everybody was all, their panties was all bunched up in their ass because she did the Sephora ad. And, oh, it's so tone deaf. It's so tone deaf. Beyonce dropped this merch. It's so tone deaf. And my thing is like, baby, what do you expect? You get what I'm saying? Like, what do you expect at this particular moment in time? You expect for everybody to just, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's right and I don't necessarily know what's wrong. Everything is so up in the air. And there's certain things where, I don't feel like people should cause harm to other people, whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. I feel like whatever you're trying to do, you should set out with the intentions to not cause any harm. You get what I'm saying? Even with these readings, I pray before I do the readings, even though y'all think you know everything about what I do and how I do it. I pray before I do these readings, and I make it clear to, declare, decree, and proclaim that no harm be brought to anyone watching these readings, no matter who they may be. And to prevent that harm from coming from what I do, so that it prevents harm from coming back to me, and to keep my intentions pure. So regardless of how y'all may feel about me or about what I say, that is what I have asked God to do in these situations, to order my steps and to guide my words and to make sure that what needs to be said is said, and to prevent harm from being caused to anybody. Now, y'all may say, oh, well, you say a whole bunch of this and you say a whole bunch of that. Who the fuck are you to judge? And basically, therefore, who the fuck am I to judge other people in their choices and their decisions? Because we don't know the outcome. We don't know what the fuck is going on. So I think some of you guys are in a position where somebody may be in an outward position of passing judgment on you because they are so much of a higher ranking person. Like, this could be, for example, using myself because I can't speak to anybody else's experience. But if there was a pastor who judged me for reading tarot cards because of whatever umpteenth beliefs that people have about tarot cards, that pastor might be considered wrong. I might be considered wrong for reading cards. But he also, or she, or whoever might also be considered wrong for judging me because they don't know my calling and they don't know what I'm meant to do or what I've been guided to do. And then they're going to say, well, who guided you? Okay. Anyway, but you get what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of situation. I'm shaking. It just feels like you were guided to make a choice to end a cycle or to cut off some type of situation, to finally close the door on something because you began asking questions and you began to not be completely sure of whether or not whatever it was in alignment with your path. Some of you may be coming to spiritual practitionership, or you may be coming into the spiritual sphere of YouTube because you just don't know if the pastor is right. You don't know if it's, on the level. And I can't tell you. You got to find that for yourself. But especially if you find in me, you got some strong spiritual protection. And you may have a journey that's very unique. And it's not for the weak. It may be a person in your family or someone who you looked up to. It just feels like this is a situation where someone who you look up to is kind of being caught in some hot water or kind of being caught with their pants down, for lack of a better word. And it could be causing a reaction that people don't expect, or that you don't expect, that could make you question or overthink what you're doing. So that's what I'm here to tell you not to do, because this change is inevitable. Whatever this change is, it's going to happen regardless. Because when you see the death card, the reason, in my opinion, from what I've kind of experienced, is that you're not going to name a card death without having some type of connotation or connection to the process of passing on from your physical body to the ethereal realm. The card is named the death card because it's a symbol for something you can't control. Can't nobody control when the Grim Reaper come. When it's your time and God calls you home, that's just your time. So this is like the ending of a cycle that this is fixed sign energy as well. It's the ending of a cycle that you cannot control. And it's going to be some decisions that are made by you that other people can't control. They may not be happy about it, or there are going to be some decisions that other people make that you can't control, and you might not be happy about it. But I suggest you figure out where your balance is at. I feel like somebody's innocence has been stolen in a way. I don't know if that's anything nefarious, but it's like the picturesque way that you viewed a person, or the picturesque way that you viewed a situation, is being shattered. That's what it feels like to me. But you have the resources and the tools that you need to balance out the energy and to observe the situation with a level of intelligence that helps you to avoid fear-based decision making and move towards creating a strategy that helps provide some type of clarity or healing. That there's a need to focus on something specific and not get distracted or not get caught up in the weeds of a situation, to stay consistent or to stay committed to whatever it is that you feel like is balanced and orderly in your life. Okay. I don't know what else to tell y'all. This reading is crazy. What else does the collective need to know? Heart to heart, deep conversations, intimate discussions, blunt and honest. See, I'm just trying to tell you. Sneaky link, hidden lover, low-key situationship, side piece, private relationships, roller coaster, full of highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold. Okay, what is this? First of all, what is this sneaky link, private relationships? Because I feel like those are connected, Spirit. King of Pentacles. Ooh, my hands is shaking, y'all. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Scorpio's out here. Aries is out here. Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. I said that. Libra, I said earlier. The Fool card. And the Hierophant. What is this? The Fool and the Hierophant. Oh, my Lord. What is this? The Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Some of you guys are accomplishing something that has to do with creativity. And somebody feels betrayed. This is somebody you have a private relationship with, or this is your personal life, your close connections. It doesn't mean that, it's a private relationship. It could be, but Eight of Cups, Two of Wands. So disconnecting your emotions, walking into the unknown, going out to find something that actually fulfills you and that provides joy in your life, because there's been a lot of disappointment and unhappiness. Three of Swords says that as well. Walking away from something that no longer serves you, or walking away or disconnecting in order to find what is more in alignment. Okay, Eight of Cups energy. It's like you're walking into a relationship, a connection, a job, a home, or a situation that I feel like is an accomplishment of your goals, but that creates conflict from people. We saw the Seven of Wands with the Emperor. And it's like people are feeling betrayed, but they're not being betrayed in reality, because you've been guided to make these decisions. The light is shining on this decision, or the light is shining on the need to change, to move forward, to go towards the new option. And people are feeling betrayed by that, because you're making a decision to take a leap of faith that I feel like is in your best interest. And folks are kind of feeling some type of way about it, because they're used to how things have been, or they're used to the status quo. I feel like somebody didn't go into a situation like somebody didn't go into a situation intending to cause problems or conflict with people, or to betray people or make people feel betrayed. But it's the idea of being betrayed. It's not like the actual action of it, because the Ten of Swords ain't actually hitting him in the back. It's just a feeling that it is, right? So It's like somebody didn't set out to, when they set out, they had a goal that they wanted to accomplish. And they knew that they may face some opposition or have some adversaries, but they didn't intend on causing conflict. They just felt like they had to follow the guidance that they were being given and make a decision to go towards whatever is new or the new thing, or take a leap of faith, to trust, to have faith. And like to stay committed to something. I don't know. But I feel like there's somebody here who likes the status quo who don't like that. It's kind of like the idea that somebody's betraying a person, or the idea that somebody's doing something wrong, or the idea, because there's 10 swords here with the 3 of swords and the 7 of swords. It's like somebody disappointing their mother or their father, or somebody like a child acting out or going down a path that their parents don't approve. I don't necessarily know if that's it, but it's like, oh, your parents could definitely feel betrayed if you don't do what they want you to do with your life. But is that really a betrayal? No, because they don't fucking own you. So it's kind of like, even if it's not a situation with parents and children, it kind of feels like it's that type of dynamic where a person may feel betrayed even though they don't necessarily have the right. I'm not saying that they don't, because everybody's entitled to their feelings, but it's kind of like, okay, what's heart to heart? Oh, the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like setting out on your own, being independent, judgment, more Scorpio energy, and a 5 of Wands. You see what I'm saying? So spirit called you to do something, or woke you up to do something that only you could do, and people got a problem with it. Somebody got a problem with it, or somebody has a problem with what somebody really wants to do, and it's causing them to overthink actually doing it. Yeah, a choice that you have to make for yourself. Like, I feel like some of you could be having a conversation with somebody and telling somebody like, look, this is a choice that I got to make for me. This is something I got to do for me. Yeah, 3 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like you're happy about the choice. I feel like something actually is paying off for you with the 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. This is like a celebration. This is harvest coming in. This is community. This is even in being embraced by a community, making new friends, networking, getting out there with people who are like-minded. It looks like a very celebratory, happy, very beautiful energy. Feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling great. Feeling great. Feeling good. How are you? Just want you to know, heart to heart, how I feel. How I feel. Okay. It's like you're being very strategic about who you give your energy, time, effort, money, resources out to. You're being very strategic about like what you focus on. I feel like you're keeping majority of things to yourself, because with the 9 of Pentacles here and the 6 of Pentacles, it's like this is what you were called to do. Then you had the Judgment card. You received a notification from Spirit that you had to do something on your own. These people couldn't come with you, or it's like you had to maybe connect with another community, or you had to do something by yourself in order to have some type of harvest or celebration, and somebody got a problem with it because they feel betrayed, or they have some type of audacity here, some type of entitlement. What's the starting a family card? King of Swords, 6 of Swords, another 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. So this is about recognition, victory, success, having a win, something going in your favor, overcoming the obstacles. Okay, so Spirit is guiding you through a very tumultuous situation that currently you're not out of the woods yet, But you're being guided to this strategy that people may find your actions disappointing, or they may find something that you're doing disappointing, but you know what the fuck is going on, or somebody else is aware and telling you the strategy because they know it works. Oh my Lord. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Maybe you're being recognized for something that you say, or you're getting a lot of recognition in that way. Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the Hangman. So Pisces energy strongly with the Queen of Cups, possibly Scorpio or Cancer. I almost said Aquarius, but the King of Swords could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, or Virgo. Could be a Scorpio or air sign masculine, possibly Virgo. And then a water sign feminine, Pisces, possibly Scorpio or Cancer or Aquarius, I want to say. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know what this is. It's definitely like a family dynamic here. Or someone is a mother. They have children. They're choosing to do something that people may frown upon when it comes to like their mothering skills, their fathering skills, their parenting skills. Like a mother's supposed to be a certain way, or a mother's supposed to do this, or a mother's supposed to do that. Shut the fuck up. Did your bitch ass mama do that? Did your bitch ass mama all the time do that? Fuck you and your mama, ho. Oh, that's so offensive. No, don't tell people what they should and should not be doing, or what they supposed to or not supposed to be doing. Stop getting in people's business. Somebody need to stay out your motherfucking business. Because there's a situation here where every day someone is pouring their heart and soul into a family, into their children, into this community, and it's just draining the fuck out of them. Hangman. It's draining the fuck out of them, because all of this that they pour in every single day to love and nurture these motherfuckers, they are not getting that shit in return, and they feel stuck in this job or this family or whatever the fuck this is. And somebody is telling them they want to move on, but they feel like they can't move on because they so tied up in all this other shit going on. And somebody trying to tell them or tell them that they wrong for wanting to move on, or wrong for wanting to leave, or wrong for wanting to do whatever this is. Someone is unhappy in a situation because it's just draining them. And I feel like somebody is trying to, that's the trash truck. Somebody is trying to get this person to feel guilty about wanting to leave a situation where they're being like used and abused, or humiliated, or exhausted, or, you know, something like that. It's like they're just being siphoned for all that they got. Like, how you gonna be mad at somebody for not wanting to be fucking abused? Ooh, okay. They're realizing that they need to move on because something is not balanced. Something is not fair. And the novelty of a situation has worn off, bitch. And now folks got the nerve. See, Six of Pentacles. Now folks got the nerve. Now something is being balanced out. You get what I'm saying? Now something is being made fair. It's being balanced out by the universe because a new opportunity is being given to somebody to invest into. Now motherfuckers all up in a tizzy. Now motherfuckers got a problem because somebody is choosing to follow their heart, and they're being honest and saying what they feel about the situation, and folks want to be offended. Well, be offended, ho. Be offended. And go get you some pliers or a fucking screwdriver or whatever the fuck you like to pry your drawers up out your ass, because they are so far up your ass that you done forgot where the shit come out and where the words come out. Be offended, bitch. Let somebody be offended. Any of y'all who feel like y'all are in this situation, listen. I said what the fuck I said, and I don't give a fuck who has a problem with it. I really don't, because that's some craziness. Somebody is, I'm wounded because of what you ain't fucking wounded. Where was you when whoever this was in the hangman position? Where was you when they needed to eat? Or when they needed to put clothes on their back, or support their kids? Where was you to help them when they needed some type of reassurance? Where was you when they needed some type of support in what they was trying to do? Where the fuck was you? You wasn't nowhere to be goddamn found. I must be talking to some of y'all's haters. Because I know, you know, it's something here that is causing a person to be upset. It's like two people are getting together and it's making people mad, or a person is having a baby and it's making people mad. Somebody could be getting married and it's making people mad. Somebody could be connecting. Yeah, look at that. A bunch of fucking narcissists and sociopaths and fucking crazy bipolar schizophrenic lunatics who have disassociated issues mentally and parasocial fucking relationships, and they think somebody fucking owe them something. No, don't nobody owe you shit. Ooh, Lord. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. Okay. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or a psychologist either. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please see the description box below for the disclaimer. That's why I'm so hot. That's why I'm so adamant about cussing this motherfucker out, because this energy is crazy. Like, how you not gonna help this person? How somebody not? Because if you're the one in this situation, it's like somebody wants you to keep bending your back into a fucking circle for them, and they ain't doing goddamn shit for you. That's why I tell folks who be watching these videos, you constantly watch these videos to gain something from me, but you don't want to give anything back. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck a damn be happy for the community. I love the people in my community who give back and who appreciate what I have to give, and who, even if they can't give money or pay for a service, they support the channel. They subscribe. They like a video. They share it with people. They put a comment to try to help me in the algorithm. All you other hoes can kiss my ass. I don't give a fuck. And if you want to get mad and talk about, well, you can't be like that to your community, bitch, if you not supporting the channel, you ain't a part of the community. You a part of the problem, hoe. Kick rocks, bitch. Barefoot with no shoes on, fresh out the bathtub. And if people are like, oh, you doing too much, well, bye, bitch. You ain't got to watch me. Okay, girl. Anyway. Not so fast. So somebody's trying to slow you down because they're a narcissist. They're a sociopath with the shits. They just like to see people suffer. This is a conflict that spirit is warning you is about to come in the future when you have something happen for you, or when you come into a new beginning. Somebody gonna have a real problem with it. And listen, I feel that folks better be very mindful of who the fuck they try to get in the way of right now. Because, listen, folks got time today. Folks is mad. Folks is pissed off. Folks is tired and exhausted. Motherfuckers got time today. And if you want to be the little asshole runt that wants to get in the way with your spoiled brat ass of people who are trying to really make some changes and do something in the world to change the world or change their own goddamn life, I suggest you get ready to get knocked the fuck out. Because it's a lot of people, and I'm talking about metaphorically now, because folks gonna if folks is out here trying to stop some of y'all, it's gonna be a tongue lashing of a lifetime. Because I ain't stopped cussing in this reading. That's ridiculous. I know, girl. I'm done. I'm about to get the advice. Because that's ridiculous. What this energy right here pissed me the fuck off. And I don't have a problem saying it. That shit pissed me off. And folks who out here really trying to cause problems, I'm telling you right now, you see the death card, you see the 10 of swords. You best to sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. Because this folks out here whooping you like your mama should have done. Because folks ain't got patience for this shit. I seriously suggest it would behoove you to shut the fuck up and get out the way. Thank you. What is the advice? Hope. Look at that beautiful child. Hope is a choice. I choose to be hopeful. It says the angels remind you that without hope, you can't build belief. Your actions are directionless. Your purpose feels like a pipe dream, and true meaning seems unattainable. Hope is about recognizing that good things are yet to come and about expecting them to come. I expect good things to unfold in my life. Say it again. I expect good things to unfold in my life. Say it until you believe it. I expect good things to unfold in my life. Period. Now, obstacles says that obstacles are now falling away easily. See what I said? See what I said about folks sitting the fuck down? You can talk shit if you want to. You can tell me I'm wrong and all these other things. I don't care. Okay? I'm not trying to be disrespectful to nobody, but folks is tired. Keep on playing with people. I don't care if you're in a position of authority watching this, listening to this, spying on me. I don't care if you're a person who's secretly a hater. I don't care if you're a person who's looking for motivation. Folks who are causing problems are being sat the fuck down. Cause it's gone too far. It's past gone too far. Now we handling business. That's why Spirit is saying the obstacles are falling away. To continue to be optimistic and hopeful and stop sitting up here whining. Okay, let me calm down. Be optimistic and hopeful and grateful for all the struggles you went through, because without them, you wouldn't know how to handle this position you're about to be in. Okay? Now, obstacles are falling away now easily. The angels remind you that you are a highly capable person, and there is nothing that you can't overcome and achieve when you set your mind to it. The obstacles you have faced are lessons which have taught you about your own strength and resilience. So know that because of that, good things are coming your way, and you're not going to have to deal with these obstacles for much longer. Okay? They might already be done, and you just are witnessing a projection of the energy that's about to cycle out of your life. Now, peace says nothing can disrupt my peace. The angels remind you to make being peaceful a priority in your life. Practice peace every day in quiet thought, deep meditation, or in serene action. Use the power of peace to make your life a thing of rhythm and grace. Okay? So I believe that sometimes Spirit allows me to go off so that you can kind of, exert that energy and be like, through the screen, y'all can be like, I know that's right. And that motherfucker, da 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 da. So that you don't go and do something you would regret. So for those of you who want to judge the way I do my readings and what it's for, you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I God? Am I source? Do I know all? Am I the end all be all to the world? And if you find your reflection looking back at you confirms that you are not, don't judge the way I do my readings. I hope that helped those of you who benefited from this. Thank you so much for being here. Please be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Get in the comments and let me know if it resonated. Let me know your thoughts, whatever they might be. Okay. If you guys want to check out my services, that's linked below. If you guys found some extra benefit from this reading and you want to take it a step further and donate, please use the PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. That is a much better option than the option that you're being given through this platform. And it ensures that your donation gets directly to the source. Okay? So thank you guys so much again. And again, I hope this reading helped you. And please enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.